It's 7:30. I would like to welcome everyone to today's episode 8 of What's KWAI or Not, the show where ordinary people can find out what is cool, what is great, what is awesome, and what is not. Because I feel like there's a lot of negativity in the world, and I want to spread positivity with this platform. And I think that's what we have to do. So before we get into that, if you like this channel, if you like the content, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to engage, we on the live chat. You can send your messages there. Um, if you will recall, previous shows was done through a restream. I chose to do it now through YouTube Live because restream gave some problems with the the chat. Actually, I couldn't engage with people uh, better on a restream than I am doing now on YouTube. So put your comments into the chat if you want to engage, because then you could ask me, Curtis, please give me an understanding or give me your opinion on this. Then I will tell you, is it quiet or is it not? I've got my own topics to talk about, but I'm going to be here for 10 minutes and I want to shoot through everything as quickly as possible, give as much value to people, make people understand. Let's rather invest in what is quiet and let's invest less on what is not. Okay? So I think that following some comments on my previous shows, people told me that you seem unprepared, you seem like there's no substance in what you want to do. And I call it creative criticism. People would call it constructive criticism, but I feel like construction is too hard of a, constructive is too hard of a term, and people sometimes, just because it is said in a certain way, people don't take it at all. They don't take it in at all. So I call it creative criticism because it always makes me understand that I need to use that's what is being said for the better of what I do. So creative criticism, is it quiet or not? It is definitely quiet. Most definitely quiet. There's no question about it. If we didn't get criticized for stuff, then we would never be able to understand flaws in things, understand the weakness in something based on other people's perspective of it. And you need that. I mean, there's this quote that says, you can go far quickly alone, or you can go far slowly with others. So um, if you move alone, then it's very difficult uh, to gain sustainable growth, right? Because it's just your perspective on what is happening. So you can bring something to the fore quicker, but your building process would have been neglected because there wasn't enough perspective being put in there. So creative criticism, go out and find it. If you are busy with something like me, I'm busy with this live stream. People tell me, this is what you must do, this is what you must try to do. I mean, I'm trying to I am using YouTube Live now because of the restream issues. So, and I mean, it's still early in the series, episode 8. I can't believe I've been doing this for 2 months already. Um, I would throw in a KWAI for consistency. I would throw it in there. Um, Consistency is KWAI because that is how stuff gets built. Right? We may have invented the wheel first, but you need lots of different types of wheels to make a watch. And that is just an example of how criticism, creative criticism, or even just having someone just look at something can spark ideas in your mind, because what is happening, the two brains are coming together and it's almost like a battery. Those two brains recharge the thoughts that go through the minds. It's called the mastermind concept. It is in Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, which everybody should read. If you don't read, listen to it. It will change your perspective on what is actually possible out there. But without further ado, let's get to a very serious topic. And this is a not quite topic. It is corrupt public organizations and institutions and bureaucrats who feel like they have final say on people's lives. The one public institution I would like to concentrate on today is the National Arts Council. If you are artist and you have dealt with the National Arts Council over the last year, you have some very telling evidence in a case that is busy being built against the National Arts Council. What has happened is that they have literally neglected the duties and mandate that they were that was put forth for them by neglecting application processes for the PESP grant, by neglecting the approval processes of this PESP grant, treating artists like they are just cogs in a wheel to make us a better society. I mean, the very people who are busy stealing and siphoning off money, because this is what happened. They said that there was an allocated amount of money for applications, right? Then when there was a obviously there was a influx of applications because people need to eat. We need to make work. We need to feed ourselves. We need to feed our families. We are in need of assistance from the government and from public institutions. And what has happened is with the influx of the applications, they were caught off guard and literally stopped the process midstream and, and built a new means of siphoning off the funds of artists. I mean, the kind of contracts that was approved, there was a company, a tea company, there was a construction company. I mean, there was cement companies that are busy getting contracts, busy getting funding from the National Arts Council. Lots of these companies were new companies that were established as a means to siphon off the cash, siphon off funds from artists. So, without further ado, I'm just going to stop on that about the National Arts Council. There is no need for me to elaborate on why I think they are guilty. I mean, we live in South Africa. Let's be blunt. Let's be blunt. We live in South Africa, one of the most corrupt societies in this world. And what has literally happened is like the people just basically said, government, you can control us this way, that way. But I want to end off today's episode with a massive KWAI. With a massive KWAI. A massive KWAI. That KWAI, the expression goes out, the last final KWAI goes out to the warrior artists that are sitting at the National Arts Council building, demanding for answers from the council. And where's the council? The council is missing. They are taking off days now. So what I want to say is, who is KWAI? The warrior artists that are busy fighting for our rights. The National Arts Council broke our human rights. These guys are busy fighting for our rights. Sis Sibongile Ngoma. There is many other people. Tamia Mbongo is also there. They've set up speakers. They set up a mic. Artists is gonna start partying at that venue for free, and we're gonna put on shows. We're gonna do live streams. Like See, this is what government officials don't understand about artists and about society at large. There's just so much wrong you can do towards your people. You know, there's just so much you can do. And when you have a generation that is busy talking to each other online, I mean, I can chat to a person from Limpopo and know that he has to walk 5 kilometers to go get water, clean water. This is an abomination of a society. Don't let a little speck of the country that is well managed, aka the Western Cape, you know, don't let that fool you in thinking that this entire country is well off. The, you know, most of our land in this in our boundaries are not suitable for it's not suitable for growing if you had to go there straight ahead. You have to treat it first. Now, if we treated all places like this in South Africa with this mindset that it can become sustainable through permaculture practices, you know, gardening, vegetable gardening, all of these things, then South Africa could become the most free country in the world. We don't need to we don't need to depend on the government for electricity, for food, for water. We don't anymore. This is what they don't want us to know, but this is what I want you to know, because this is what the artists, Sibongile, them of that is sitting at the National Arts Council offices. This is what they are fighting for us. She told me that it is our time to take, not by force, but to show our creative power, our means to change the world. And this is what I want to end off for today. They are KWAI, all of them that is there, that is fighting for our rights. These guys are warriors that will never be forgotten by those who are standing next to them, those who are willing to put their names out there and actually fight for this. People, we can't let governments rule like this anymore. It has to stop. So I want to say much power, much strength to all the guys at the National Arts Council offices. Do not go anywhere. Artists, if they send you a new context, don't sign, because we are building this case, and they are gonna see stars after we are done with them. And I mean literal stars, because we all are stars in the making. I mean, there are many stars busy working towards this. And I mean, I'm so grateful for being able to say that I know these people, I've been working with them, and they are doing what not a lot of people are out there doing. People would rather want to be docile, they want to stay in the comfort of their own home, while this government is messing us around. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time out to actually follow my live streams and my episodes. I know that it's a bit, unorthodox. So I want you guys to bear with me. I know we're not at episode 10 yet, but once we get to episode 10, then I will really have put in enough work to say that, yo, here's my body of work. Can you collaborate? And then when the collaborate starts happening, guys, you are in for some of the best entertainment and, just downright dopeness that you have ever seen. You can tell that I'm a b-boy, I'm a breakdancer, and I'm full of energy. So I want to thank you guys. If you like the episode, hit the subscribe button, please. Hit the likes, give me a like. It all works towards the end of the goal. And for me, running KWAI, and our plans that is coming forward, I want to say that it will also be to the benefit of artists, crafters, and sports athletes. Get involved, subscribe, like, the stream because I don't want you guys to miss out on any of the information. Right? You can go onto Facebook. You can find us the KWAI community. That's a group. Then you can find us also on Instagram under KWAI Clothing Pty Limited. That's our clothing brand. New merch coming soon. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and have a lovely week. And stay safe, stay healthy, and stay quiet. See you. I'm out.